What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel where we don't talk about it, we breathe about it. So today I really want to talk about how to be mentally stable through life trials, basic concepts, conflicts, relationships. And the first thing that I always like to keep in the back of my mind is being mature about something. So something that just happened to me recently was I was at work and I did something that I apparently wasn't supposed to be doing, but that's the way that I was taught to do it. So I got yelled at, and instead of me just reacting and saying, well, that's how I was taught to do it, I just kind of took the brute end of the stick and I kind of just took it. And I thought about what a mature person would really say at that point. Me in my 20s would have been like, don't yell at me. This is the way that I was shown to do it. But as you mature, you become more stable with how you act and how you think. Now, was it irritating? Yes. Was it really my fault? Not really. But you know what? Sometimes you have to rise above circumstances and you need to just lead by example. And that's something that I always try to think about too, is leading by example. Actions speak louder than words. Your actions make an impact, not your opinion or anything else. And that being said too is so many people are watching you and are affected by how you do things and how you handle situations. If you just lash out, you're only making your own image look badly. Same goes with when people trash talk other people and this and that. It's really not saying anything about the other person. It's saying more about you. So, for me, for example, is I'm a very positive, happy, nice person. I have people compliment me all the time that are like, you're really, really nice all the time. And I'm like, well, yeah, I try to be. And I had a guy tell me the other day, you're annoyingly nice. And I just thought to myself, and I just giggled and I'm like, that's the best thing anyone could ever say about me, is if I'm annoyingly nice. It's better than, well, that girl's really mean or, anything else. If that's the worst thing that somebody could say about me, I'll take that any day. So yeah, just having that mental stability, being on cruise control through life situations. Something that I like to bring up is, when you're involved in a confrontation, I talked about this in another video, try to stay calm, hold your tongue, be mature, be tactful. That's what tactful means, is knowing if what you're saying is not only nice and helpful, but is it the right timing? Sometimes it's the wrong time to talk about something, and we really need to ask God to help guide us. And that's another thing that God has improved my life drastically, is just the way that I live, the way that I handle situations. Is I'm constantly praying about things, and I constantly feel like he's in the back of my mind when stuff like that happens, and he's like, slow down, take a deep breath, it's okay. Or, vice versa, calm down, take the anxiety, take the pressure, take, the blunt end of the object and just keep it in. Because you know what? People are always going to have something to say about you. People are always going to hate on you, no matter what. People are going to hold things that you've done in your past against you. You know what I'm saying? So really try to show people through your actions and how you deal with things, who you really are. I, for a fact, have always been criticized my entire life. I've been judged for every little thing. And some of my past life choices are still affecting me today, where people still are focusing on the bad and not the good. Even though I've completely changed my life and turned my life around, people that don't really know you and are up to par with you are always going to hold on to something bad. So for some reason that's what society is all about today. It's all about, the latest drama, the newest gossip. It's all about the tea. And that's part of my mission on my channel is I want to inspire you guys. I want to encourage you. I want to uplift you. Something that I'm very I practice a lot is I value myself. I value my time. I value my energy. And when you reach that point, you understand that then there's no room for competition. There isn't. There's no room for the drama. You want to build other people up. You start to shift gears where instead of, talking bad about someone or trying to be better or competing or this or that, you then become at peace with yourself. So then you're at peace with everybody else where you can love and appreciate them. If you don't love and appreciate yourself, that's going to snowball and manifest into how you're treating other people, how you're treating yourself. So really, when you reach that mature, graceful point in your life, you understand exactly where I'm coming from is, I'm always a person I compliment people all the time. And it is a win-win. When you compliment somebody, not only are you making them feel good, but it feels good to be nice. It feels good to make someone feel good. It's just a win-win. This morning I was talking with my cousin and he's battling depression. And, Jesus literally spoke to me and I started writing him. And I literally felt like Jesus was using me to work through him. And as I was comforting him, I literally felt like I was praising God. I was worshiping God because I'm serving his people. When you're doing something nice for somebody else, you are serving them and you're serving God, and he sees that and it makes him so happy when you do that. And then you're getting that good feeling inside. That doesn't come from nowhere, you guys. That goodness comes from God. That is him blessing you and knowing that, when you respect yourself and you respect other people, that you're really worshiping the Lord. And there's so many ways to worship God. And, I bring him up a lot in all of my videos because he's such an important person in my life. And I give all of the credits to him. The reason why I am so nice, the reason why I do things the way that I do, the reason why I want to be positive and help people in life is because I want to serve God. So serving God is helping everybody, helping the earth, making an impression. I want to connect with you guys, and I truly mean it. If you're battling depression or you're struggling with something, please reach out to me because we're all more alike than you would think. And, I would love to just impact your life and comfort you and validate you. Something that I've been struggling with too lately is a little bit of depression, which is silly because I'm making these videos about encouraging others to love themselves and be comfortable in your skin and just spreading that positivity. But I'm being a hypocrite kind of at the same time because I'm battling a little bit of depression lately. So, I just talk to God a lot about it because something that I think that we're all guilty of is we try to be God, if that makes sense. We try to take the wheel and try to drive our life in what direction we want. And that is the reason why we always fail and we have this emptiness inside, is because God created you. So you need to give up that control, surrender to God, and he will help guide you and lead you in the direction that you're meant to be. That's like, somebody isn't going to know what a book is about until you write the pages, until the person actually writes the book. Then at that point you understand, oh, this book is about that because that person made the book. Does that make sense? Same goes with your life. God made you. He made you unique. He made you special. He wants you to embrace who you are and love yourself and love thy brother. And like I said, when you start to really give up that competitive nature and you start blessing others around you, he will bless you and you will start feeling such an incredible, amazing feeling, kind of just like God's presence in general. When you feel the feeling of that warmth and that kindness and that love that he gives you, it is unmatchable. There is no love out there that can match that feeling. When you get into a new relationship, everybody gets those butterfly feelings. That's the only way that I can really describe God's presence when he's really touching your spirit, is you kind of get these butterflies all over your life and you just feel like this warmth come over you. So he has just helped me deal with confrontation and how to be graceful, to love myself, to love everybody around me. And like I said, it's such a rewarding feeling. So the more that you're helping other people, the more that you're helping yourself. And, just remember that life is about enjoying life. We were not created to work our whole lives. We were created to simply enjoy. Any mammal on the entire planet, yes, they do work in a sense, like ants, they work their whole lives to, building their homes underground, whatever, so we're definitely meant to work, but we're not meant to be consumed by that. And we're not meant to be consumed by things, possessions, by being impressionable by other people. When you surrender to God, you will start to naturally go in the direction that you're supposed to go. You will start living happy. You will start living more clean. And we are earthly creatures, so we're going to sin. God knew that when we came to the earth. He knew that we were going to sin. But part of that, too, in that journey is turning to him during that. Thanking him for when things don't go our way, because it's in his will. So if you guys just try to slow down a little bit, listen to the universe, aka God. Listen to them. The signs are all around you with what you should do. Something that happened to me weeks ago was I was on the beach meditating, and just out of nowhere, I heard, well, what do you want? And just without even thinking, just right then in my heart, I just felt, I just want to serve you, Jesus. And, now it's my life mission to have this YouTube. That same day, that kind of just snowballed into me starting a YouTube channel and starting to try to improve the quality of life and serve you guys and help you through whatever you're doing, to help guide you in the direction of positivity and cleanliness and holiness. Because it's such a wonderful way to live. Something else that I've been reading in this new book is, once again, Jesus died for your authenticity. Because he made you unique, he gave you special traits, special, qualities and strengths. And he also gave you weaknesses in certain areas. He gave everybody weaknesses and strengths, and those are all so unique and so individual. So really try to find out what your passion is in life. And I will tell you right now, you will progress in life, and your quality of life will improve, and your performance will improve when you start living for God, and when you figure out what you are good at, what you are gifted at, what your talents are. Those were given to us from Jesus himself. He gave those to you. That saying goes hand in hand with, if you're working in a job that you hate, your performance isn't going to be up to par. Whereas if you're working in a job that you love, usually that job that you love in some way, shape, or form is only enhancing your natural gifts and your natural love for something, your natural talents. And like I said, that's serving Jesus. When you're doing things that you love, your performance is going to improve. Your quality of life is going to improve, and it's going to show within your actions and the way that you are. So something else that I want to point out is that everybody goes through depression. It's not something that just you're battling or someone that you've heard is battling. We all go through those ups and downs, and just remember, this is not our home. Our home is in heaven. Jesus gave us these trials. He wanted us to feel a void inside. He wanted us to feel like something was missing, because there is something missing, and you could never find it on this earth. Our mission is to serve God, and we will be greatly rewarded for eternity in heaven as we live beside him. That void will not be missing when you go to heaven. That void will be clear and full and peaceful, and you'll be in a complete phase of utopia forever and ever. So I just really encourage you guys to turn to God. There's nothing bad that could come from it. And it really helps you have mental stability through confrontations. Like I said, the more that you come to God, the more that you realize how to handle things, what to say, when to hold back. You realize if something isn't making you happy, and you pray to Jesus. He usually tells you need to stop what you're doing and change what you're doing and focus on something that makes you happy, because remember, God is love. He doesn't have love. God is love. That's the reason why he gave us life and he gave us everything around us. So if you've been going through some stuff, I want you to try to just listen to what I'm saying, change directions. And if you're doing something that makes you happy, you are serving yourself and you're serving God, because like I said, he gave you those natural talents. So I just urge you guys to really try to come to God. Nothing bad could ever in a million years happen from turning to Jesus, or even just starting little by little, whether it's, reading a daily scripture or just starting out little. That's okay. You don't have to go in, both feet first. You can step little by little, and I promise you will find that it's fulfilling and it's wonderful, and you will continue wanting that in your life. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that I'm helping some of you guys out there. If I could just reach a couple of people a day, then that's my mission. That means that I'm doing something right. So please comment on this video if you liked it. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe for more tips and tricks behind living a good and holy life. I love you guys. I want to make an impression on you, and I want to connect with you. So I hope you're having a great day. Thank you again.